Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the top stories of the hour. Rupandehi District Court issues arrest warrants against 12, including Ravi Lamichhane and Chabilal Joshi in cooperatives case. The two also remanded for 7 days by Kaski Court. Opposition parties gear up to take it to streets against the government. Experts warn the public might not support if the opposition fails to justify the protest. Severe cyclonic storm Dana surges towards the Indian states of West Bengal and Odisha coast. Thousands evacuated to safety. And Nepal and Bhutan also enter into semi-finals of SAF Women's Championship. Nepal to play against India, Bhutan against Bangladesh on Sunday.
दीपावली तथा छठ पर्व को मंगलमय शुभकामना शिवम सीमेंट.
District Court Rupandehi has issued arrest warrant against 12 individuals, including Rashtriya Swatantra Party Chair Ravi Lamichhane and former DIG Chabilal Joshi, for organized crime in relation to mishandling of Butwal Supreme Cooperative's money. Judge Shyam Prasad Shrestha's bench issued the warrant today. Lamichhane is to now be taken to Rupandehi for investigation. The others to be arrested are Deepak Lama, Ananta Babu Rai, Sri Ballav Nepal, Vishal Tamang, Rabina Rimal, Bhagwati Bomjan, Bigyan Rai, Suraksha Adhikari, Naresh GC and Shiv Bahadur Gurung. Joshi's statement was taken for 2 days and he was sent to Pokhara, while Lamichhane is being investigated upon in Pokhara itself. Based on evidences, 25 million rupees had been transferred from Supreme Cooperatives to Joshi's account and 20 million to Lamichhane's account. The police had filed a case against 28 individuals, including Joshi, at the District Court, Rupandehi. Earlier in the day, District Court Kaski extended custody of former Home Minister and Rashtriya Swatantra Party Chair Ravi Lamichhane and former DIG Chabilal Joshi by 7 days. Another alleged of involvement in cooperatives fraud case, Leela Pachai, will also be kept in custody for 7 more days for investigation. Lamichhane and Joshi had been presented at the District Court for the extension and the single bench of Judge Chandrakanta Podil. Prior to this, Joshi was remanded in custody by 20 days on 3rd of October. He had been arrested on 22nd of September. Lamichhane was arrested on 18th of October and presented at the District Court 2 days later. He was remanded in custody for 6 days. Lamichhane and Joshi have been arrested over allegations of illegally transferring more than 650 million rupees from 5 cooperatives to Gorkha Media Network. Lamichhane served as the network's managing director and Joshi vice chair. Yesterday, the District Government Attorney's Office had taken statements from Lamichhane for 3 hours. Joshi has also given his statements. The Kaski police have been investigating the two for fraud and organized crime. Investigating officers have said they will dig deeper if more wrongdoings come up as they move ahead with the ongoing probe. Main opposition CPN Maui Centre that has been voicing opinions against the incumbent KP Sharma Oli-led government since the beginning has concluded that the government had failed to prove its significance. The general political practice in such a scenario is for the opposition to seek for an alternative government through the parliament. However, considering its inadequate seats in the parliament, Maui Centre has announced of holding an assembly in the capital on Saturday against the government. It may be recalled this week opposition parties including Maui Centre, Rashtriya Swatantra Party, Rashtriya Prajatantra Party, Unified Socialist and Aam Janata Party had submitted a memorandum to the government. Even during a meeting with the president, they had shared their grievance against the government, saying it had not focused on the public and also showed interest in the ordinance regarding Political Parties Act that the government is preparing to introduce.
सभापति धनराज गुरुङ त्यसै गरी नेकपा एमालेका ऋषिकेश पोखरेल लगायतकाहरूलाई प्रमाण हुँदा हुँदै पनि चाहिँ खुल्ला रूपमा संरक्षण गरिएको छ र अर्को अहिले फेरि सुशासन र भ्रष्टाचारमा जुन पहिलाको सरकारले चाहिँ थालेका थिए ती कामहरू सबै उल्ट्याउने काम गरेको छ।
Rashtriya Swatantra Party has been saying the government had acted out of vengeance, referring to the arrest of its chair, Ravi Lamichhane. RSP's leaders and cadres have been staging protests in Pokhara, and the party is beginning a protest in the capital from Saturday, contradicting its own statement of supporting the judicial process.
त्यस्तो तात्विक भिन्नता के आएको छैन र जहाँसम्म राष्ट्रिय प्रजातन्त्र पार्टीको सवाल छ हामीले यस अघिकै सरकारलाई प्रचण्ड नेतृत्व सरकारलाई 40 बुँदे हाम्रो माग सहित देशमा दीर्घकालीन समस्या समाधान गर्नको लागि चाहिँ हामीले नवीन समझदारीको प्रस्तावना हैन प्रधानमन्त्री मार्फत सरकार मार्फत जनतामा लगिसकेका छौं।
हामी आफ्नो नेता कार्यकर्तालाई यो संघीयतालाई अझै सशक्त र अधिकार सम्पन्न कसरी बनाउने भन्ने कुराको लागि आन्दोलनको आवश्यकता छ र त्यो आन्दोलनको लागि हामी चाहिँ जनमत पार्टीको वडा स्तरसम्म सबै कार्यकर्ताहरू तयार रहनुपर्छ भन्ने एउटा हामीले सर्कुलर गरेको अवस्था छ।
Voices of disgruntled leaders from within the ruling alliance who have criticized the government's works seems to have encouraged the opposition parties to wage a protest. However, analysts say if the opposition is unable to justify the protest, they might not be able to garner public support as expected. We'll take a short break here. More news coming up. Welcome back. In our Public Voice segment, today we've asked in several provinces, how has the paddy production been this year? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
बिचौलियाले गर्दा किसानले राम्रो मूल्य चाहिँ पाउँदैन, तर धान चाहिँ यो पालिको उत्पादन चाहिँ अरु वर्ष भन्दा उल्लेखनीय छ।
धान त राम्रै फल्या छ, पानी समयमा परेकोले, तर किसानको लागि अहिले मूल्य चाहिँ त्यति भएको छैन। अलि राम्रै मूल्य भएको भए किसान पनि खुसी हुन्थे।
समयमा पानी पर्यो, त्यसले गर्दाखेरि धान चाहिँ राम्रै फल्यो छ हजुरको, तर समय अनुसारले किसानले चाहिँ धानको मूल्य पाउन सकेको छैनन्।
अघिल्लो वर्ष अब त्यति वर्षा थिएन, त्यही भएर अलि कम थियो धान। अब यो साल बारम्बार पानी परिरहेको छ, वर्षा छ, त्यही भएर यो साल धान राम्रो भएछ।
पयाल पुग्नु भएको छ तर बाला नै लागेको छैन। के कारण हो भन्दाखेरि आफ्नो उत्पादन नभएर जो चाहिँ बाहिर देशबाट आएको, इन्डियाबाट आएको बिउको कारणले चाहिँ यस्तो समस्या भएको देखिन्छ।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we asked you, what's your take on the Prime Minister's claim of achieving 70% of the government's commitments within 100 days? 25% voted for option A, fitting claim, 60% for B, words don't match words, and 15% for C, does not seem so in reality. Here's today's question, what's your take on the preparation of opposition parties to take it to the streets? Your options are A, restlessness of being out of government, B, better to take issues to Parliament, and C, to make the government aware. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for international update. Severe cyclonic storm Dana has surged towards the Indian states West Bengal and Odisha coast. Various parts of the state experienced heavy rainfall, strong winds and rough sea conditions. According to the Indian Meteorological Department, the cyclone is expected to make landfall early Friday between Bhitarkanika National Park and Dhamra Port in Odisha, with wind speeds reaching up to 120 km per hour. The department issued a red warning for heavy to very heavy rainfall in 7 districts of Odisha. It is said that around 300,000 to 400,000 people living in the identified danger zone have been evacuated.
Sports news.
Nepal has entered into the semi-final of SAF Women's Championship as Group B winners after defeating Sri Lanka 6-0 in last group stage match earlier this evening. Rekha Patil scored a brace and Sabitra Bhandari, Rashmi Kumari Ghising, Sabita Ranamagar and Amisha Karki each scored 1 goal. Nepal had taken a 4-0 lead in the first half itself. The 5th goal came in the first minute of the second half and the 6th in the injury time. Nepal and Bhutan each had 7 points in the group table. However, Nepal won the group stage on goal difference. Nepal will now play against India in the semi-final on Sunday. Earlier in the day, Bhutan cruised into the semi-final of SAF Women's Championship with a one-sided and big margin win of 13-0 over Maldives. This is Bhutan's second consecutive semi-final entry. Team Dragon scored 6 goals in the first half and the remaining in the second. Deki Lazoms alone scored 5 goals for Bhutan. She also became the first player to score hat-trick for Bhutan and is also the highest goal scorer in a single match for her country. The 20-year-old has so far scored 14 international goals. She had also scored 2 goals in the match against Sri Lanka, and she is also the highest goal scorer in the ongoing championship. Apart from Lazom, the other players in the score sheet were Pema Chodon and Chiring Yangdin, who scored 2 goals each. Namgyel Dema, Deki Yangdon, Chiring Ladin and Sonam Chodon scored 1 goal each. With the 13 goals today, Bhutan has repeated Nepal's record of 13-0 win against Afghanistan in 2010. In that very season, India had also defeated Bhutan 18-0, which is the biggest win for any team in the tournament. With today's win, Bhutan entered into the Final Four as runners-up of Group B. Bhutan will next play defending champions Bangladesh in semi-final on Sunday. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.